Hello and welcome to the Villa Park podcast. It's me, Rich, with Aidan in the back, and we are on the way back from a phenomenal performance. Aston Villa 6, Brighton 1. We wanted to get on and do a video immediately after the game, but we needed to get up the road. We're about an hour or so away from home, but the trip has been well worth it. We left at, what was it, 5:45 this morning. Yeah, what a win, what a victory, what a performance, and what a surprise. I mean, after Wednesday in the Carabao Cup, we were all pretty despondent, all pretty disappointed. Said we needed a reaction, and boy, did we get it. Phenomenal performances, and we'll go through a few of those and talk on the goals. Um, and yeah, just moving into the top four as well. Absolutely amazing. Get involved in the comments below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because if you can't hit the like, if you can't subscribe after a day like today, I don't know when you will. Let's go through the match though, because I think starting lineup was one that we all expected. Ramsey had a fitness test today, so probably wasn't going to start. So Zaniolo came in, or started. Usual midfield, and then Diaby, Watkins up top. Our back four, which is seems like it's getting a bit of a relationship now. Obviously, Digne left back, Pau Torres and Konsa centre back, and Matty Cash at right back. Obviously, Emmy in goal. And I thought Brighton started off pretty well. They seemed to be controlling the ball, controlling possession, and we weren't struggling so much, but we weren't really getting a lot of the ball. But it always seemed to be like the team that got the first goal were the ones who were going to really get the upper hand, and we managed to do it. Lovely move, lovely piece of possession. Ball ends up out on the right hand side with Matty Cash. Beautiful ball across. And one of my favourite types of finishes, Ollie Watkins running onto the ball, opens body up, finishes, and we know what he's like once he gets on a goal score. Once he gets that goal, obviously he got the goal last week against Chelsea, and yeah, off the mark in this game, and there was a real sign of things to come. And then we'd never looked back from there. We were on the front foot, we were pressing. Watkins was giving them an absolute nightmare. Dunk and Webster. Diaby was picking up the ball in spaces, and I thought McGinn, who started the game off quietly, was starting to get involved in the game, and they really struggled to pick him up. We obviously scored again. Mistake by Brighton at the back. Lets in, I believe it was Diaby who passed it to Watkins, who's in his favourite channel on that left hand side, inside left channel, cuts inside. I thought maybe he's taken the wrong option, but finishes at the near post, at Jason Steele's near post. Wasn't quite a beautiful strike, but probably wrong-footed the keeper. 2-0, 2 goals for Watkins, and yeah, absolute scenes in the Holt end. And then we weren't finished there. Continued to press, continued to create chances. Havoc in the Brighton box. Ball comes to Diaby. He scuffs a shot, and for some reason, Estepinian, I don't know what was wrong with him, but couldn't get his feet sorted. Aidan found it extremely funny. Yeah, ball goes through hits off his legs. I don't know if it was both feet, and then goes in. And we're 3-0 up, still creating chances, but we're going at half time 3-0 up. Probably thinking, we're fairly comfortable, but you never know with this Brighton side. They come out second half, make a triple substitution and really try and go for it. They did, and they put a lot of quick players on. Lamptey came on, Ansu Fati came on, and they obviously scored a goal early in the second half. Maybe put the jitters up Villa a little bit. They started to press and started to cause a few problems. And in the box, I don't think we covered ourselves in glory really with the defending, but yeah, I think it was João Pedro who put the ball in the net, and yeah, 3-1, and we're starting to get a little bit edgy in the crowd. One or two supporters getting a little bit edgy. Zaniolo comes off, and Ramsey comes on and gives us a bit of impetus really, and starts to really keep control of the ball. I'm still not 100% on Zaniolo. I know Villa fans like him. I know we really want him to do well, but he really needs to get used to the pace in the Premier League. Gets caught on the ball too often and doesn't quite know what he wants to do yet. I'm sure it will come, but yeah, he just needs to get used to the pace of the Premier League and how to play. But yeah, I thought Ramsey did really well when he came on and gave us an extra impetus. And again, key player at the clutch moments at the moment as well. He's on fire. But McGinn goes through. Really nice move, clips the ball over to Watkins, control, cuts inside again, hits the ball, hits the shot with his left foot, deflects off the defender and into the net. And yeah, 4-1, absolutely fantastic hat trick for Ollie Watkins. And yeah, I believe the first player since Andy Gray or something to score 2 hat tricks in a season, and to do it in October. Can he get more? And we've talked about him, scoring more goals in a game rather than just the one, and he certainly did it today. And yeah, 4-1 up. But I think Brighton wanted the game to finish right there. And then it really became, they were still pressing, but we looked so threatening on the break. And probably the goal of the game, by Jacob Ramsey. Lovely bit of play. He ends up getting the ball out on that left-hand side. Luca Dean is breaking his neck to overlap. Ramsey uses him as a decoy after receiving the ball from Watkins, and beautiful curling effort in off the far post. And yeah, 5-1. We are in absolute dreamland. And would never have thought that at the start of the game. And not only that, we score a sixth. And Aidan, I remember saying, "We've got time for a sixth." And I was like, "No, no, no, no. It'll be comfortable. We'll just see it out." But yeah, 97th minute, Watkins gets played through, one-on-one with the keeper, misses the one-on-one, still saves it, but ball rebounds out to Douglas Luiz, who calmly strokes it in, and he scored five games in a row at Villa Park. I think he's the first player since Dwight York. And yeah, just a word on some of the performances. First of all, Luiz, like I say, if people are talking about Dominic Szoboszlai, who's a very good player, of being top centre midfielder in the Premier League, one or two other players, obviously Rodri gets a lot of praise as a defensive midfielder, but Douglas Luiz at the moment, he's got to be up there with some of the best midfielders in the Premier League, and what a turnaround that he's had at Villa Park. But he's controlling games, he's scoring goals, he's a leader on the pitch, he's telling players what to do. There's so many times where he's telling Martinez, where to pass it and how to play out from the back. Just a phenomenal performance, and just the real leader that we need. I just want him to do it a little bit more consistently. But yeah, if we're talking about top Premier League midfielders, Douglas Luiz is definitely up there. Matty Cash handled Mitoma really, really well. Phenomenal performance, wasn't he, Aidan? Really solid at the back, and because he was a danger man that we all thought was going to cause Matty Cash problems. But yeah, he really handled him well. I think John McGinn grew into the game and was more like the old John McGinn. Some really nice runs, some really nice positions, and we were finding him. And yeah, really good performance from McGinn. I thought Pau Torres was excellent at the back, started carrying it. I remember a time in the second half where he carried it right through the heart of the midfield for Brighton. Didn't pick quite the right layoff, but just a sign of things to come. Really strong performance as well from Pau Torres, because he had some tough players to mark. Evan Ferguson, Danny Welbeck, who obviously he saw them off at half time, and then João Pedro came on. And yeah, Pau Torres was really strong at the back, along with Consa, but I was really impressed with Pau Torres. And of course, we cannot not mention Mr. Ollie Watkins. What a performance. Absolutely unplayable. Gave Lewis Dunk and Adam Webster the absolute runaround. And what a performance. 9.8, I think he got on FOTMob. Hat trick. Phenomenal performance. And we know what he's like, once he gets his confidence up in front of Gareth Southgate as well. Just phenomenal performance. And yeah, we're absolutely buzzing with the result. We've got obviously Europa Conference League on Thursday. Can we take that momentum into that game? Because like we've said, we can't keep having this one game brilliant, one game poor, but surely we can take that into the next game, because we need a win for that. But we are so buzzing with the performance today, aren't we, Aidan? What a performance. We've got a little bit of trip back. But yeah, just wanted to share with you our thoughts on the game. Hit that like button, guys. Comment in it, get involved in the comments. Your man of the match, your thoughts on the game. How you thought Emery, absolutely schooled De Zerbi, really. Just fantastic performance. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with our full match reaction, our live show, and then we'll be fans forum on Monday night. So get involved in that. Like I say, thank you all for watching. As always, remember, we all follow the Villa. Thanks, everyone.